Good morning, Guy. How are you today?
Very good, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. Listen, before we get into the Christmas Carol, I have to tell you, I had the privilege of, or have had the privilege of interviewing you many times over the years, but one of my very favorites that sticks out for me is, a little movie called Memento at the Toronto International Film Festival.
Oh,
Do you
yes.
recall that day?
Yes. Yes. 20 years ago, I think we were there.
Yes, yes, just about. And honestly, listen, congratulations on everything you've done since, but that movie was kind of your catapult into stardom, would you say?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I was really lucky to be part of that, and clearly the film's gone down in history. So,
Yeah,
it's certainly a nice one to be involved in, definitely.
absolutely. Yeah, and it was fun talking to you for that too. Listen, oh my goodness, what an interesting, fascinating way you have given us A Christmas Carol, and it is a little different telling of what we are used to seeing. Tell me about your initial reaction to the material, and were you at all hesitant on taking on Ebeneezer Scrooge on this way?
I, I, I wasn't really hesitant. I did sort of think, oh, okay, do we need another version of this? What's this going to be like? And as I started reading it, and I was just so taken by Steve's writing, I thought, okay, good. We're into different sort of territory here. And then I spoke with Nick Murphy, our director, who obviously gave me a clear picture of the kind of Scrooge that he wanted, and that he's to be more sort of robust and a virile man as opposed to an older wizened up kind of bitter character. Uh, so so that really helped me go, oh great, I'm in. This is something very different, and we still lead to the same sort of redemption point, of course, which is what we can all trust in our Dickens classic. Um, but just getting there is a darker, more difficult journey, I think, than perhaps some of the other versions, than Kermit's version. You know.
Yes. Yeah, I'm wondering how one prepares to play someone like Scrooge.
Well, for me, really, it was just about learning these lines and really just absorbing the script. I mean, quite often, most of the work that I do is just within the script work. I mean, if I'm having to sort of find other things, it's because there are elements that are missing. And if I'm inspired by the script, then it's all there. I mean, obviously, I start to sort of figure out movement and voice and this, that, and the other. Um, but I'd felt like it was very much there in the text. Yeah.
Yeah, and when you're playing a guy, this telling of the story, or just mostly what we've seen about Scrooge or know about Scrooge, it really delves into what makes a person so profoundly selfish. Can they really be redeemed? What did you take from that?
Well, I mean, I think if the ghost of Christmas past was to turn up and drag you through the quagmire of your past, then maybe there is a chance of of redemption. But I do think, in many cases, I think everyone has the ability to sort of redeem themselves and to find sort of humility and grace, etc. But I think we pile things on top of themselves as time goes by, and we sort of lock down who we are, and it's very difficult then, I think, for us to unpack all that and actually willingly go, oh, I think I need to change. Some of us do and some of us don't.
Yeah, I mean, what do you learn, or what did you learn about yourself playing this guy? I mean, you're a new dad now, and it had to have affected you personally to play this. I mean, this is a juicy role, Guy, but
It,
he's not. At the end of the day, you want to be like, I need to take a couple of showers.
yeah, he's a dirty bird, absolutely. And I mean, I'm not sure what I learned yet. Sometimes what I take from an experience or a job doesn't really affect me till years later, or I don't really realise till years later. I mean, I had such a large amount of dialogue to learn in this that I was really sort of knuckling down and learning that. And I mean, I guess one of the things that I learned is that, we had such a wonderful director, Nick Murphy, who really had brilliant ideas continually. And I guess what I learned is to just open up my mind a bit more as far as the options in the way I can play things, because quite often I would suggest something or do something and Nick would go, no, I think it might be more interesting to do this. And I would go, oh, Yeah, you're absolutely right. So, good for me not to fall into the trap of just playing what is in my box of tricks.
Yeah, absolutely. And what a great cast too. I mean, Andy Serkis, Joe Alwyn, you must have had just so much fun working with these guys.
Yeah, they were great. Charlotte Riley was really lovely, and Vanette Robinson, really fantastic actors, lovely people. It was one of those dream jobs. I mean, the only thing that was unfortunate for me was that I was away from my little boy for 2.5 months. So that was a little bit tough. But the job itself was brilliant, really brilliant.
Well, listen, we look forward to this. We get it here in Canada, of course, and it'll be all over the states. And just congratulations, and I just hope that we'll see you back in Toronto sometime soon. We haven't seen you for a
Thank
while.
you. No, I haven't been there for a while. I would love to. I love Toronto. Absolutely. It's a great city.
Yeah. Well, we love you too, and happy holidays. And as a new dad, yeah, I'm sure you're really looking forward to the holidays this year. So best of everything to you, and thank you so much for your time. Always love talking to you, Guy.
Pleasure. Thank you. Good to talk to you again as well, and happy
You
holidays.
too. Have a great day.